One of the most important things in soap opera acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again. I've just done something evil. Well, that would be your basic, I've got a fish hook in my eyebrow and I like it. Let's say I've just gotten bad news. Well, all I do there is try and divide 232 by 13.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment, the time, the day, the year, the minute, the second we've all been waiting for a long time. The Friends reunion happened. It came out today. I just got done watching it. Immediately making this video because I am excited, man, to see this. This is something I've been wanting for years now, a long time. I am a huge fan of Friends. I love Friends. I actually made an unboxing of Friends on my channel a couple months ago where I, talked about the love I have for the show. And seeing the reunion, it was an hour and 44 minutes, longer than I thought it would be. And it was fantastic. I wish it was even longer. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, at an hour and 44 minutes, this was just the cast just sitting in a couch, and they were being asked questions. They also had different parts where they're in the set of the show, remembering, telling stories, and all that. It was great. This is not a reunion of the sort as in, like, if you're expecting a new episode, a new season, or a movie. This is not that. This is the actual actors talking with each other in front of fans, and the producers, directors also talking about how the casting went and everything. That is that kind of reunion. It's more of a celebration of sorts of Friends, celebrating Friends and the impact it's had. They have a point people who talk about their love for Friends and how Friends changed their lives. I include myself in that. I love Friends. I said it in the past to people. You could be in a bad mood, and Friends will help you get better. I've been down in the past. I've been down. My life has been shitty at times. I put a little bit of Friends, and I'm just in a much better place, mood. The show has helped me countless times. So to see them all together was fantastic. The six of them for the first time, at least for us to see, because a couple years ago they did have that tribute to that James Borrow, I think his name was, but Matthew Perry was not in that one. He was there in a video because he couldn't make it. So this is the first time they're all here, and it just made all this so sweet to see all of them together, and it was great, man. It was heartwarming. It was funny. It was sad. The reunion starts with the ending of Friends, and then all of them arriving at the set. David Schwimmer being the first one to arrive, and then they keep arriving one by one, and they all start remembering, talking about it. It was honestly fantastic. There were some revelations that the cast, they were talking about, like they were asked by a fan if there was anything in the show they didn't like, to which, well, David Schwimmer said he did not like working with Marcel, the monkey. And he gave a little story about it. I'm not going to go into details in case you want to enjoy that. But yeah, he says he didn't like working with the monkey. It's a monkey. Well, it's not an actual person, so the monkey ain't gonna act as good as an actual person is. So yeah, that was good stories. There was a story about, man, this was probably the most shocking, right? That David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston actually crushed on each other during the show, especially in the early seasons. But they never got together. They never did anything because they were either dating different people at the time, whatnot. And so obviously now when you look at that relationship on the show and you know that in real life they were crushing on each other, it makes sense why they have so much chemistry on the show. It makes sense. Now everything's more clear now, right? Why, man, the chemistry is so good. They actually were crushing on each other. So that's crazy to think about. Now whenever you watch Friends and you go back to that, you're going to see that whole dynamic so different now because you know what they were thinking. You know how they were feeling. So that was great. They spoke a little bit about the guests that have been on Friends in the past. You know, they mentioned Brad Pitt, Jennifer's ex, and all that stuff. Now, as great as this all was, it was fantastic. At one point, the actress that does Janice showed up. The actor who played Gunther was on the video because he wasn't actually there. He couldn't make it. That was all well and good. There were two guests though. There was two people who I think should have been guests and were not in here at all. And that's Cole Sprouse, who played Ben, Russ's son, who everybody knows him from Riverdale and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody now. It was a shame not to see him here, even if it's just a little cameo. Like I said, the girl, the lady who plays Janice, she wasn't in here for long. She was in there literally for like 3 minutes. So something like that. Like I wonder if they even tried to get him because, like I said, the guy who played Gunther didn't make it, but he was on video. You know, he was live through Zoom. So it was a shame Cole Sprouse wasn't in there or Paul Rudd. Now, oh my God, Lisa Kudrow at one point mentioned Mike when they were asking them, where do you see your characters now? So she mentions Mike, Mike being having played by Paul Rudd. So it's a shame that Paul Rudd wasn't in this reunion either. At least, again, like a 3 minute cameo or Zoom, just like the guy who played Gunther. So that's the only place where the reunion kind of disappointed me. There was no Cole Sprouse or Paul Rudd. I don't know. I honestly would have liked to see them, and maybe they could have made a joke about how Ben disappeared in the last couple of seasons of the show. But besides them two missing, I have no complaints about the Friends reunion. The one where they're all back together. Now they were all asked around the end if they Lisa Kudrow was mostly asked, not the other ones, about an actual reunion, a movie or a show. To which she said no, and they all seem to have agreed. They don't want the show to come back because I guess the creators of Friends, Martha Kaufman and David Crane, because it will go against the whole idea of how and why they made the show. And man, I can understand that, but honestly, that's still a bummer. I would still love for there to be a show, a new season, or a movie or something. I understand why they won't do it, but damn it, I still want some more Friends. But besides that, being a little bummer, I was kind of hoping and praying that by the end of it they would announce like a movie or something like, to end the reunion, we're announcing Friends the movie or some shit like that. But I guess not. Regardless though, this was a lot of fun to watch. If you're a big Friends fan, you're really going to enjoy this reunion. If you're a big Frank fan, you're honestly gonna be like me, and you're probably gonna end up watching this reunion again very soon. Like I said, I enjoyed it. An hour and 44 minutes. I kind of wish it was a little longer. Shit, they should have just pushed it to the 2 hour mark. 2 hour mark, right? But it was great to see all six of them together and talk about the show. And man, and just when you see them talking, you see they have that right friendship, family feel because of the show, I guess. Even though they don't really are together all the time or at all sometimes. So honestly, Friends to Reunion in my book was a huge success as a celebration of the show. And honestly, I love the show. I've watched the show so many times, and I'm probably gonna keep watching it for the rest of time. Every year or two, I rewatch the whole thing. So honestly, those were my thoughts on the Friends reunion. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was sad. It was just a little bit of everything and that's great. That's good. Chances are we'll never get another reunion. I mean, they've essentially, I think it was Courtney Cox mentioned that. She said this is probably the last time you're going to see the six of us together like this, on a special or something. Like, there won't be another thing in 15 years. So when it comes to celebrating Friends, this reunion will forever probably be the only thing we get to that. So Friends the Reunion was a celebration of Friends, and I loved every second of it. And if I had to score the Friends reunion, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only point I take is no Paul Rudd or Cole Sprouse, in my opinion. The only thing that somewhat disappointed me. But besides that, they had a talent show, not talent show. They people came out dressed in different outfits of Friends, like Justin Bieber, Cara Delevingne. My God, she's beautiful. So yeah, it was great. 9 out of 10.